The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Going for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Danny. Put it down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 52. Check the backer. Whip.
Hey, 24.
Check.
Watson now to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert!
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. Now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half.
And now here is another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 running. 15 running. Full street. No. Off. Hey, check Mike 45. Hot 7. Here we go. 45. Mike, 45. Check tight.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To try again after the sack. Haskins. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Here we go, D.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, a final win here means they'll finish off the